Hi everyone, my name is Varsha and welcome to an all-in-one online learning platform, My Learning Space AI. In this video, I am here to introduce and guide you to some information about Western University's Ivy AEO video interview, along with showing you a brief MYLS interview demo. The Ivy Advanced Entry Opportunity is a conditional pre-admission pathway into Western University's Ivy HBA program. Students apply to Western for their first 2 years in the faculty of their choice while simultaneously applying for AEO status. The AEO application allows Ivy to identify students who demonstrate strong academics, leadership, initiative, teamwork, commitment, resilience, and meaningful involvement outside the classroom. The video interview is one component of the AEO Supplementary application and gives applicants an opportunity to demonstrate their qualities that may not come through in their written application. The AEO Supplementary application includes written activity and essay components, as well as a mandatory Career Talent video assessment. The video interview consists of 5 questions with preparation time and a timed response for each. The interview typically takes around 20 to 30 minutes and must be completed in one sitting. Applicants can practice on Kira as many times as they want before the official assessment, but once the formal interview begins, the 5 questions must be completed in one attempt. First, you apply to Western University's or one of its affiliated colleges through the Ontario University's Application Centre. When completing your OUAC application, you indicate that you intend to apply to Ivy AEO, and then you complete separate Ivy AEO applications through the Ivy application portal, including the written components, activity descriptions, references, and video assessments. The AEO application is separate from your regular Western application, so completing only through OUAC application is not enough. The AEO is important because it provides students with conditional pre-admission to Ivy's HBA program rather than requiring them to complete for admission to Ivy after the first 2 years. Since Ivy evaluates more than grades, the applicants give you an opportunity to demonstrate leadership, initiative, personality, communication skills, and meaningful experiences. The video component is particularly valuable because it allows the admissions team to see how you communicate and think beyond what can be demonstrated through written responses. The best way to stand out is not by trying to sound overly polished or giving the answers you think Ivy wants to hear. Instead, use specific experiences that reveal something genuine about your personality and character. Focus on what you actually did, the challenges you've encountered, how you responded, and most importantly, what you learned. Try to show breadth in your experiences and highlight leadership, initiative, teamwork, resilience, or impact where appropriate. Ivy itself encourages applicants to demonstrate qualities such as leadership, teamwork, initiative, achievement, commitment, integrity, resilience, and the breadth of involvement. If you feel like you stumbled on one or even several questions, try not to panic. A difficult answer does not necessarily mean that your entire application is unsuccessful. The video interview is one component of a broader AEO application that includes your academics, activities, written responses, and references. You cannot redo the official interview after beginning it, so the best strategy is to focus on the remaining questions rather than letting one weak response affect the rest of your performance. Remember that the goal is to communicate who you are, not to deliver 5 perfect answers. Here, I will show you exactly how to use the MYLS interview platform to practice for Western's Ivy AEO video interview. All you have to do is start by searching on MYLS interview on Google, click on the first link, and sign up using an email ID. Once successfully signed up, click Start Interview and choose a program that you want to practice. MYLS asks that you set up both your camera and microphone. Once that's complete, you're ready to start answering your practice questions. This is how your interview will be structured. MYLS gives you exactly the same number of questions and format that you expect in your actual Career Talent interview. These include some being video-based and even some being written. For video-based questions, MYLS looks at your facial features, expressions, and the way you overall express yourself, while the type questions determine your interpersonal and writing skills. The Ivy AEO interview is completed online through Career Talent and consists of 5 timed video questions. The entire process typically takes 30 to 20 minutes and must be completed in one sitting. Applicants receive preparation time before responding to each question and can practice using Kira before beginning the official assessment. The interview gives Ivy an opportunity to assess qualities that may not fully reflected in the written application, particularly your personality, communication skills, experiences, leadership potential, and ability to articulate your thoughts clearly. Strong answers should feel authentic, demonstrate self-awareness, and connect your experiences to what you learned and how you grew. After each session, you will get a full report with an overall score and question-by-question feedback so you know exactly where you're strong and where to improve. Each question you'll receive a separate score across 5 different categories with an additional visual so you can clearly see which part of your response needs more potential. You can also review what you did well, such as strong examples, clear reasoning, followed by specific areas to improve, including missing details or weak delivery. Finally, MYLS covers your recorded response into a written script so that you can review exactly what you said, review your wording, and get vocabulary and phrase selections to sound more logical and professional. So I strongly recommend that you use MYLS Interview because saying your answers out loud can make a big difference. MYLS is designed to accurately recreate the interview format, so instead of going into your interview unprepared, MYLS will give you the space to practice, receive feedback, and improve your answers before it actually matters. Each practice you can get different feedback which shows you exactly what you did well and how to improve. So before going into your actual interview, make sure to check out MYLS first. It can make a real difference in how confident and competent you are as an applicant. So I highly recommend that you use MYLS Interview platform because not only does it give you the real-life experience, it also helps users practice their speaking, communication, and interpersonal skills. With MYLS, individuals can get a better sense of the interview and what you might expect on your actual test. By practicing regularly, you can identify weak areas and refine your responses to sound more natural and precise. Ultimately, consistent use of MYLS builds both skill and confidence, giving you a strong advantage in high-pressure speaking situations.